out to me, but it's one of the toughest shots for a lot of people.
Alright, you heard it. You know what this is about. I'm talking about D-Wade to the Bulls. A trade none of us saw coming. But if you're new to the channel, subscribe and like, dropping videos every week. So Wade went to the Bulls. And we know Rose is gone now, so Wade gonna be the man beside Jimmy Butler. Rondo there, but that's not a factor. That's neither here nor there. Rondo ain't been the same in years. But Wade decided to go to Chicago due to Miami not wanting to pay him as the franchise player that he is. That has brought them a couple rings, as we know. I mean, he just turned Miami Heat around. And everybody just acting like, not everybody, Miami staff and Pat Riley and all of them acting like he ain't got no worth no more. And that's just crazy to me. Anyway, so he chose to go to Chicago, his hometown. I don't blame him. I ain't mad at him. I've always liked Wade since he got in the league. Always. Liked him since he was at Marquette. But he definitely did big things for Miami. And for them to not be able to give him the additional $7 million that he got to go to the Bulls, that makes no sense to lose him over $7 million. This is the franchise player, the player of the Miami Heat. I mean, you know, LeBron came there, helped out, him and Bosh helped out, but he got a ring before them. What did that matter? What matter does that make? None. That's neither here or there. But it's just crazy that he will no longer be a Heat. We'll be seeing him in an all red Bulls jersey now in the Midwest. That's just so crazy to even be saying. Dwayne Wade, a Chicago Bull. Shout out to Wade. I mean, he did something really smart. He did an ethical move. Look at it, got clamps on Rose. Clamps on him. But he did an ethical move though. You know, he didn't want to go make a super team with LeBron and them. I'm sure he probably thought about he would like to play with them and not have to carry the team. But you know, he probably saw that heat that came down on KD for going to make a super team with the Warriors. He was like, nah, I don't need all that. You know, he wanted to play back home in Chicago, man. You know, him growing up, probably the same as anybody else. Michael Jordan was his favorite. And everybody was a fan of the Bulls. And he wanted to be a Bull all his life. I'm pretty sure. He grew up there, you know. D. Rose grew up there as well. But now he'll now be known as Chicago Bull. Been in the league since 2003. Playing with the Miami Heat. You know, we all thought his number was going to get retired there. His jersey was going to get hung up there. But their loyalty went with Wade. So Wade had to go with what made sense. And the Miami Heat, you know, his last contract, they really tried to stiff him. Everybody else around him get more money than him. What reason he had to stay there when he's the franchise player? I cannot say that enough. The franchise player. His team, his squad. When you think of the Heat, who do you think of before you think of anybody else? Dwayne Wade. You don't think of nobody else. You think of Wade, you know. Wade County. Dade County turned into Wade County when Wade got there. You know, I got a lot of respect for Wade, though, man. I will be getting a Dwayne Wade Bulls jersey. Shout out to Wade. Shout out everything he did to the Heat. Shout out everything he gonna do for the Bulls. Because the Bulls, you know, he gonna give the Bulls hope. Because, you know, they lost Rose. And, you know, I'm sure that made plenty fans sick. I'm sure it did. I know they hear that they got Wade. And, you know, he's a solid dude. Wade's older now. Not the prime Wade. Neither was D Rose anymore. But, you know, I'm pretty sure everybody gonna be thankful for him. tip my hat off to you, Wade. You could have made the easy move and went to the Cavs. You could have easily done that. I'm sure they already had it sold up for you. LeBron would have took the pay cut. You know, JR would have rode that bench. You would have been the two, along with Kyrie. But you did what was right for you. You did the right thing, man. You did what your heart was set on. And I salute you for that. Shout out to D-Wade. Shout out to Rose. We'll see how the Knicks do next year. We know Rose ain't been the same in years neither, but we'll see how they do next year. But, you know, you new to the channel, subscribe to the channel with videos every week. Money Down Tubing. Constantly growing, getting bigger. What's really good